Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new series where we are highlighting new students and students who have graduated in order to increase an outreach to students across campus and to highlight some achievements that the students here have already done. So here we have our first student today, and I'm just going to start off by having you introduce yourself and where are you from?
My name is Bennedict Mbogga from London, England, Oxford, England. Sorry, I just graduated with my MBA in accounting. What was there about me? Originally, my parents are of Ugandan descent, so I am Ugandan by descent as well, and I speak three languages.
Nice. And you said you finished your MBA. What kind of made you go this route? Because of the endless different majors, the different masters we have at this school. Why just an MBA?
Originally, I'd wanted to go and study engineering. Originally, that was the plan for me personally, was to study engineering. And then I took an accounting class and I realized that my passion is numbers and Excel. So I decided to pursue that. I felt like you should pursue something that you love. You know, my boss used to always say to me, do something that you love and call it work. And it was something that I loved. So I decided to go ahead and work for it. After graduating from my undergrad at my previous college, I decided that I want to go sit for the CPA eventually. So I decided to go get my master's in accounting so that I can achieve the hours to sit for the CPA. So that's pretty much the main theory behind it. However, having now studied and gone through my MBA, I've learned a lot about myself, and I really do think I'll end up doing finance long term.
Yeah.
But I do feel like accounting has given me a good background and a good business knowledge.
Sounds good. And just how has your experience been being a Brave? Because how long have you been here? And then how has that led into kind of what your plans are now?
I've been a Brave for about 18 months, going now to soon. It's going to be 2 years in May. I'll be a Brave, and it's been an experience, to be honest, from being an athlete to being a student and just being part of the Ottawa community has really been fantastic, to say the least.
Yeah.
Made some incredible friends along the way, some enemies, I guess, I don't know, but it's really been intriguing. It's different to where I was previously with regards to a school with a lot more international students. So you guys learn about different backgrounds. I've met people from the DR, I met people from Spain, I met people from Italy. I've even met people from Namibia. So I've met a vast different demographic of people, especially.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really important. That's what's made the Brave experience the best, I think, is the people that I've met. The professors as well, they've really been helpful, especially when I had to handle some stuff outside of class. I feel like the community here is really put together. So
Yeah.
I think that's what's been like to be a Brave, just to be part of a community.
Yeah, no, I feel that. And the amount of countries we have in the school, I can't even begin to count to see how many we have, but it's truly a beautiful thing. And you said you're from England. How has that kind of transition been in terms of moving from an English education to like an American one? And what are some positives that you notice here in the US?
For me personally, I wouldn't say the transition was hard because
Yeah.
I did study in Africa as well. So being in different education systems
You're
is something
kinda
that's
used to
not
it,
new
yeah.
to me. But however, if I was an 18-year-old that first came to the States without prior different educational background, I
Yeah.
think it would have been hard, especially with like me. I struggled with the English classes, so like Comp 1, Comp 2, college writing, only because of like the different ways of writing.
Yeah.
So I used to utilize the tutors for English. That's how it helped me. That's
Yeah.
one of the things that helped my transition. It's also buying into the culture was something that I really had to learn about, and trying to put away what I think is normal and the norms of society, and trying to
Yeah.
learn a new culture. That's another thing that's helped me transition a little bit smoother.
Yeah.
Just being open to having conversations with different people, with different backgrounds, honestly. You never know who you're going to meet, and so just being open-minded to know what they bring to the table and how you can add that to your life.
Yeah.
I think that's been the biggest thing about learning the transition. Not necessarily the education, it's just buying into the culture. Coach James is really emphasizing buying into culture, so that's
Yeah.
something that I think applies a lot. With regards to education, I do think the education is different. It's very much they're gonna be on you for a lot of things, like you have to be in class, whereas if you go to university back in England, the lecturers are not gonna force you to be at your lectures.
Yeah.
You know, you turn up or you don't turn up, whereas here there's an emphasis of being in class and engaging with people. I think it's a lot more group work, in my opinion, here.
Yeah.
Rather than just you go by yourself, you go to class, you study, and then you come back into class. I think there's an emphasis on working together, which is similar to like, especially with a business.
Yeah.
I believe a business is a group of people or in an organization working towards a common goal.
Yeah.
And so I think that's one of the things that they try and instill here is that business-minded culture is ruthless, obviously, at points, when professors say if you miss a deadline, you can't resubmit a paper. However, there's an emphasis on team culture here, I feel like.
Yeah. Thank you for the in-depth kind of responses to that. I think a lot of people are going to relate and also learn a lot just from hearing what you said in the preparation. If you kind of move away now from your academic side and more to you as a person, because you sound like someone that has had a lot of experiences in your life. So if someone would want to be your friend or would want to get to know you, what is one kind of core experience or just a core factor that makes you you? And this can be anything towards like an event in your life, or is there something like a personality trait? Is there, like, for example, trust would be something for me, that I'm someone that values trust a lot. Or is there anything that you, kind of would want to highlight?
On a personal level, I think I'm very perseverant.
Nice, okay.
That's one thing that I believe it makes you who you are.
Yeah.
Being able to get through the hard moments, that's something that's
very resilient, yeah.
So resilient and perseverance. But with regards to becoming my friend, I just feel like honesty is something that I'm big on, like just being honest. I don't really mind how you think it's going to make me feel. If you have the audacity to be honest with me, then no matter how it's going to make me feel, that's one thing I really value. I value my friends. I when I pick them, or my best friends, I try and see they're honest with me.
Yeah.
Even if they know something would hurt me, in the long run, I feel like if they have the capacity to tell me something how it is and not to sugarcoat it, then I really value that. And that's just me as a person if you want to become my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. And then kind of just to finish this off, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You can answer through like your job perspective, you can answer just from like your own personal goals. Is that something you've thought about?
Something I think about a lot, to be fair.
Yeah, which is a good thing, yeah.
Do you think about, I think of life in 1 year, 5 years, and 10-year plans.
Yeah. Then
I break it down into Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4, and so it's very hard to figure out where I'm going to be in 5 years because I don't know, honestly, but I'm going to take the necessary steps available to get to where I want to be. I have the main goal, my career-wise, is where I want to be. I want to be a CFO. That's something that I've always wanted to be. Yeah. I want to be a CFO, a sports franchise to be specific. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I do believe I'll take the necessary steps available. And then I also realize that life is not linear. Life is like an exponential graph. There's no correlation. There's no correlation to life. Sometimes it may be good. Sometimes it may be a little bit harder than the other days. Yeah. And so trying to figure out where I'm going to be in 5 years is really hard, but I have an idea where I want to be. Yeah. I want to be happy. I think the main thing in life is to be happy. Yeah. To chase happiness, and whether that's through your work or that's through your athletic career or that's even spiritually or emotionally, I think you should aim to be happy. That's the main thing. Yeah. So with regards to me, happiness just looks like a place where I'm able to afford the things that I love and be around the people I love at the expense of other stuff. Yeah. Something that doesn't have to give way to the people I love. I think that's where I want to be in 5 years. And hopefully, me that's been put together in 5 years as well. That's something I would look forward to. Sounds good. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I really like your in-depth answer, and it's definitely gonna, I feel, help a lot of people kind of relate and everything, and kind of put you out there. So thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
This concludes our first episode of our new series, Student Spotlight.